Luke McClory. I've been doing comedy for about 2 years, and hopefully I will get better.
You may be wondering why I'm all like looking dapper like this. First of all, thanks. Appreciate it. Second of all, let's just break it down to the elements here. First of all, the haircut, that's just thinking ahead, thinking about the future. I'll wait. Because I may someday go bald. I don't know. I only know that if and when I do, I'll be able to buy the cheapest, fakest looking toupee you can imagine, and none of you will know the difference. Thank you.
Yeah, I am actually originally from Austin, born and raised. I've lived almost my entire life here, too. I only briefly left to live in Los Angeles for about a year, and that's actually where I started doing comedy. It's like the tail end of my time there in Los Angeles. And once I started doing that and I realized I liked doing that, I realized that you don't actually have to live in Los Angeles to do stand-up comedy. And I was like, well, there's no other reason to live in this crap town, so I left and went back home.
And I've decided I'm going to take a hint and give up dating, take myself off the market permanently. In spite of your objections. By the way, you can tell it's a super depressed audience when I basically tell you I choose to die alone, and your response is, yeah, it makes sense.
I studied theater in college, and I wanted to do acting. So after college, I moved out to LA and started doing acting. But as it turns out, it's difficult to break into that industry. I mean, who would have thunk it? I wish somebody had told me. I thought I would go there, you know, day one and be all impressive looking, you know, and I would get a job right away. But as it turns out, it's really, really difficult. Eventually, you get frustrated with whatever you're doing in your life, and you have to let off some steam somewhere. And then you do your first open mic, and you're terrible. You bomb completely. You might not even fill up your entire time that you're allowed on stage. And then you go home, you think, I'll never do that again, but then something compels you to go and try it again. And eventually, if you're lucky and you work hard, you get good at it.
Like, this is an actual question I got on OkCupid. Under certain circumstances, is it okay to murder someone? Yeah. Not kill. Like, there's no self-defense or wartime scenario here. It's a straight-up murder. Now, you'd think there'd be two possible answers to this question, and in real life there are, but in OkCupid for some reason there's three. And the answer choices are yes, no, or I don't know. And I feel like I have the biggest problem with the I don't know part of that. Mostly because I feel like it's not too much to ask to make a definitive stand one way or the other on the question of murder. I mean, whether you're pro or con, I don't want to offend anybody in the audience that might be pro-murder. I find those are the people you generally least want to offend.
Twitter, it's my name, Luke McClory, LUKEMCCLORY. And I post there, I try to post there once a day, and sometimes I drop a little behind. And I'll pretend that I filled up my tweet quota for the day by retweeting somebody else. And then I feel like I don't have to work. But yeah, I do post there pretty frequently, and I will post any updates about any shows that I'm in. I do have a Facebook fan page. It's facebook.com/Luke McClory. And I will post in greater detail about any shows that I have coming up. I will also be appearing at the Comedy 102.7 Laugh Lounge the last Saturday of September, I believe. Follow me on Twitter for more details coming up.
You guys have a great night.